Well. Here we are, everybody. We're live on Saturday night, buddy. We love it. Saturday night live or Saturday afternoon live. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? I see there's already people in the chat room. We love it. And we have people re-upping their membership. I love it. Chewy Queso, welcome. I don't know if Chewy Queso's a new member or if he re-upped. Either way, I thank you, buddy. It's a great way. It's a great way to start the show. Great way to start the show. I love it. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Hope you guys have had a entertaining day. I know I enjoyed last night's show. I am ready for. Oh, Chewy is new. Thank you, Chewy. I appreciate it. It's a great way to. That's a great way for me to start the evening, my friend. I really love it. It's a great. I've been looking forward to the show since last night. I was really having fun. We had to end last night's show, so I'm glad that we have. I'm glad that we're starting again tonight. We're gonna have a whole new show of fun, giveaways, plenty of comic discussion. I'll be showcasing my geekdom for the whole world. I love it. I love Saturday nights when I get a chance to just hang with my bros, hang with my people, my comic people, talking about the most entertaining thing in the world, our comics, and just enjoying stuff. I see Galantowski says, hello there, Ray. Hello, chat. Hello, everyone. Thunder says. Wes is saying, what up, everyone? Just got done unloading a truck at work. Wes is very tired. Hello. Let's see. Finally, been waiting all day. Oh, thank you, Brandon. Appreciate it, my friend. Big Fetty. What's up, Big Fetty? Perfect timing. Just finishing watching the Near Mint stream from this morning. It's a rainy day. Perfect for staying in and doing nothing but enjoying comics. Love it. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. A nice day to talk comics. That's what we got going on. Big Fetty. What's good, everyone? How we doing? CNT's on. What's up, buddy? Gun Fanatic says last night was a trip. It was. I had a good time last night. Hey, Ray. What's up, Los Master? They want to know what you're reading, CNT. Yes, Wes. I do have. I'm going to start the show with that, Wes. Yep. What's going on, Ray? Just got my Invincible omnibus today. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Congratulations, Sean. Love it. All right, so let's start with Batman City of Crime, okay? Last night, I did a drawing for Patreon City of Crime. The winner was Endless. Now, I said on the drawing, I go, Endless lives in the UK, so chances are he's not going to want this. Because if you live international, you have to pay for shipping. So I said, let's draw another one, and that's how Wes won. And Wes was excited because Wes has a ton of Batman books. However, Wes does not have City of Crime. And City of Crime is out of print. And if you get it, it costs it goes for a lot of money on eBay and stuff. So Wes didn't have it. He was excited to win it. So I said, Endless is from the UK. He's probably not going to want it. And so I gave it to Wes. But I did say, I said, well, let me check, let's find out what Endless has to say. Just in case. I did get a message from Endless. I did get a message from Endless who said, let me read the message. Let me see. Where was the message? He said, I'm paraphrasing because I can't find it. He basically said, WTH, Ray. I live in Ohio. So he lives in Ohio. He does not live in the UK. So I messed that up last night. I messed it up. But I did tell him, I sent him a message back. I said, dude, send me an email. So I'm waiting for him to email me. And then I'm going to say, hey, if you want it, I'll send you the book. I'll send you the book. But if you don't want it, I'll send you something else. You know what I mean? That way, because I would feel bad if I have to take the book away from Wes. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Let me send him back. I'm sending an actual email now instead of the message I sent him on YouTube. Now I'm sending the actual email. It'd be nice if I could type. All right. So we'll see what he says. His real name is Noah. So Noah, I'm very sorry. I thought you lived in England, but here was the confusion. And I think the confusion makes sense. His name is Endless. Endless. Now, Ellis, Elless, he lives in the UK. So I confused Endless with Ellis. That's what happened. So of course, so I'm giving him the opportunity. Mainline says, what's up, Ray? Just want to say your new video was amazing and it got me excited for my Nightwing omnibus order. Yes, I hope you liked the video. It was just showing great panels. I often think about panels, and the best thing about today's video is so many people are commenting. They're going, oh, you know what panel I loved? And they're bringing up panels. I had one guy said, he goes, I remember in Spider-Man when Norman Osborn, when his whatever they call the little thing he flies on, when it impaled him, and I was like, oh my God. And so I loved reading the comments because it got me thinking about other great panels, which I loved, and I really appreciated the response for that. It was a fun video. There's Samantha. What's up, Samantha? By the way, Samantha, I want to get you on Roundtable. I'm going to make sure you're lined up to be on there. Because coming up Tuesday, I'm going to start streaming Roundtable, not just live on YouTube, but it's also going to stream. It's also streaming on TikTok on Tuesday. I'll have both a YouTube and a TikTok audience, and I'm going to start streaming it on Twitch in 2 weeks. So there you go. Gun Fanatic says, sorry, you're not winning shit, guys. Anyway. So Wes, everyone's saying, Wes, you didn't win shit. No, I mean, I did tell Wes he won. So, I don't want to screw Wes over too, but I'll figure it out. I'll get it. I promise I will figure it out. Both Endless and Wes, I promise I will get it figured out. All right. What's going on, Jeff? What's up, PW? DP's in. What's going on, DP? Los Master says, I just catalog all my hardcovers in the League of Comic Geeks act. All right. It's nothing compared to Chubby's or a lot of people's collection. But since November of last year, I've collected, check this out, over 100 omnibuses. Dude, Carlos, that's great, buddy. That's fantastic, man. You should be 100 omnibuses is a lot, buddy. You should be proud of that. That's awesome. That is awesome. Wes says if Endless takes the book, he expects in return to take its place the "You Didn't Win Shit" t-shirt. I don't know how long it's going to take to make the t-shirts, but we'll get the actual. They're going to give us the estimate of the cost of the t-shirts. We'll get that estimate here this week, so we'll have a pretty good idea of, what it's going to cost. By the way, DP is bragging how his copy of DC Finest Death in the Family has already arrived. I got to get hold of Adam to find out if Adam could get it early too. I mean, DP getting it early, it doesn't even come out till, I don't even think it comes out till April 22nd. How did you already get it? That's crazy. I want to see if Adam can get it early too. Because, man, if he can get it early, I want it. I'm jealous. I'm jealous that DP got it. Good for you, brother. Welcome to ChubbyRay Comics Live, the only show where Siri and ChatGPT whiff on math and comics, but you can sub, like, share, and make this circus unstoppable. Yeah, give me likes, guys. Hit the like button. We need the like button. We need the like button the like numbers to go up so we'll get shared on the algorithm. It'd be nice. How's everyone doing? Hey, Diego. I'll be doing homework for college all day, so I just wanted to stop by and say hello. Hope you all have a great day. Way to go, Diego. Finally got my copy of Spider-Man Brand New Day Omnibus. Yes. Dude, I loved Brand New Day Omnibus. Oh, I want to look at it again. I love this omnibus. It was so good. It was one of my favorite omnibuses that I've read this year. And I've always refused to read it. But I got to tell you, I just loved it. I loved it. I thought it was so good. The Spider-Man stories were so, I don't know, they're just refreshing. And I like the characters they created in it. The characters were awesome. The art was fantastic. There was a lot of greatness from that Spider-Man Brand New Day. Loved it. And I read Brand New Day Volume 1, and then I read Brand New Day Volume 2. Pretty much back to back. I was in heaven. And Volume 3 is coming out in May or June. It's coming out. So I cannot wait to get Volume 3. And then after Volume 3, I think Marvel's going to announce that big time's coming. Oh, yes. Love it. You should make it a series. Top 10 panels that broke my heart, or other ones like that would be awesome. I loved doing that. I love doing that. That video was so much fun to do. I'm glad you liked it, because I am going to occasionally do just good panel, different names, but I'm going to do those panel videos. I really enjoyed it. Let's see. Adam is Ray's dealer. No, Adam is my Crooks and Bandits Comics connection. He's my guy. I'm hoping he can get it. I'm hoping he can get it early too. Raul says, hey, Ray, great to see you this Saturday. Good to see you, buddy. I appreciate it. He got it from Forbidden. I don't know where Forbidden is. Forbidden Planet a European thing? Is that a European place or whatever it is? Good for you, brother. It might be, maybe the release date in Europe was earlier than the United States, but Either way. Win a giveaway and still haven't sent Ray your real name and address to chubbyraycomics@gmail.com. Stop dawdling and claim your swag before it files a missing person report. I'm now giving people a limited time, and then I'm giving the books away again because I'm sick of sitting there. I'm sick of waiting around, everybody. How you doing, Aaron? So I want to, I'm going to start giving books away instead of just having them sitting here waiting. Ray, what are you reading today? Okay, I'm just about to finish up the Earth 2 omnibus. The DC omnibus Earth 2. I'm just about to finish that up. And I've read, what have I read? I read the new Green Arrow paperback. I read Detective Comics paperback, or the latest Detective Comics paperback. And what else have I read? I read another paperback, but I'm forgetting what it was. I'm zoning on what it was. Oh, I know. Exquisite. Oh my God. I read Exquisite Corpses, Volume 2. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh, it was awesome. And I read, what else? I read something else good. I read something else good this week, and then I read something that was just all right. But I'm zoning on what it was. So yeah, but I've been reading the last couple nights. It's been Earth 2. I'm just going right through Earth 2, trying to get to the end of it. I'll give my thoughts of that when it's done. See, I see Gary D's in. What's up, Gary D? He says he can't wait for Volume 3. Yeah, Volume 3, Volume 1 and 2. Volume 1 and 2 of Brand New Day were so surprisingly. I mean, I love Spider-Man, don't get me wrong, but it was surprising to me how, just because I was so angry, I loved Spider-Man in the 90s and early aughts. I loved him. When One New Day happened, it was such a turnoff for me that I refused to read the new stuff. And so when I read Brand New Day, it was so surprising. It was surprising that it was so good. But I liked it. I liked it a lot. I can't wait for number 3. Love it. Do we have news on the Power Girl omnibus? I want a Power Girl series and movie. Well, the last Power Girl series was canceled. They did... I'm trying to see where it is. I have it. It's in here somewhere. There was how many? There were two paperbacks in the All-In series. All right. Let's see. I can reach them. There were 2. Two Power Girl in the All-In series. There were 2 Power Girl paperbacks, and then they wrapped it up. Oh, I take it back. There were 3. Oh, here it is. Here's number 1. Okay, I'll show you all 3 of them. So there was Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. All right. And then they canceled it. There hasn't been a Power Girl series since. So yeah, I love Power Girl. Power Girl's she's a great character because what an attitude, but Power Girl's origin has been messed with so much over the years. You know what I mean? Ever since Crisis on Infinite, or ever since, let's go back earlier than that. We'll go back to the 70s. She was part of the Justice Society of Earth 2. And then they sort of retconned or redid her origin after Crisis in the 80s. And then she was, and then in the JSA, they switched it again. So her origin has been messed with so many times, it seems really unfair what Power Girl has gone through. So, it's nice. I love Power Girl. It's nice she's getting an omnibus, and the omnibus is coming out. Let's see what the date was. It's coming out this fall, right? Like in November? Coming out. Oh, in August. It's coming out Tuesday, August 4th or Wednesday, August 5th. And it's called New Beginnings and Old Friends. And this is the Jimmy Palmiotti. So this is that's from like, I think that's from is that from the 90s? I think that's from her series in the 90s, right? When it was Palmiotti. And it's collecting all of Power Girl's adventures from the pages of JSA Classified 1 through 4, Supergirl 12, Power Girl 1 through 27, Terror 1 through 4, Wonder Woman 600. And it is 800 pages, 880 pages. And it's 100 and looks like it retails for $125. So Power Girl, definitely coming out. I love it. I think it's nice we're finally getting a Power Girl omnibus. So there's the details on Power Girl. Raphael, that's for you, my friend. Today, I just got Fantastic Four Doom 2099 omnibus. I've never read any 2099 stuff. Chewy says, I missed out on that DM cover for Brand New Day Volume 3. It's so good. I loved Volume 1. I liked Volume 2 of Brand New Day. I can't wait for number 3. Have you joined the Chubby Ray Comics Discord? Do you still cling to the ruins of yesterday? Step to the portal, stand in the present, accept the chaos. Join the Discord, guys. I want the Discord to get bigger. I love the Discord. And I love getting on the toilet and checking the Discord and just chatting with people. Or if I'm reading and I just want to take a little break from reading, I open up the Discord and take a picture and chat. So I'd like to get more people in there. It'd be cool. By the way, DP says, the weird thing is even on the Forbidden Planet, the website says Death is released April 22nd. Dude, that's awesome. I think it's great. Let's see who's talking. Somebody's in there talking about. Somebody is in there talking about. Hold on, let me grab. I gotta grab something because it looks cool when I grab it. All right, hold on. Someone's talking about. Someone mentioned Batman Earth 1 about me not having it. What is this? I'm sorry. What was someone saying? Jeff Johns, Gary Frank. Of course I have Batman Earth 1. Of course. What a ridiculous question. Yeah, Batman Earth 1. It's cool. It's Frank. It's Johns and Frank. So of course it's cool, but it's Elseworlds, which I'm not a big fan of Elseworlds. However, I am a huge fan of Earth 2. I love Earth 2 stuff. I do love Earth 2. Oh well. I want that Death in the Family. I've been having a Star Wars day playing Dark Forces, reading Dark Empire. Now I'm switching gears, going to watch Superman 2 in honor of DP. DP, why is watching Superman 2 in honor of you? Are you in the Chubby Ray Comics Patreon yet? Surely you should be. And don't call me Shirley. Taxi down to ChubbyRayComics.com. Love it. Join the group. Wait a minute. Join the group key party. There's no key party going on in the Patreon, but there's plenty of giveaways. Remember, we have the giveaway for the DC versus Marvel Amalgam Omnibus. That giveaway is April 20th. April 20th is when I'm drawing the winner of DC versus Marvel Amalgamate, right? And then we're moving over to the Patreon, where I will begin the Patreon giveaways that will include Daredevil, Concrete Jungle. It will include Crisis on Infinite Earths. This is a great paperback. And Captain America, Dawn's Early Light. These are all epic collections, and I forgot what DC calls it's some kind of DC calls the Crisis some kind of paperback. I don't remember what it is, but yeah, either epic collections or the DC blah 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 paperback. And we'll start those for Patreon only members. Let's see. Today's reading has consisted of East of West, Ultimate Fantastic Four, The Flash by Wade, Immortal Hulk. So smash that like button before Hulk smashes you. Love it. That's Immortal Hulk by Al Ewing or Philip Kennedy Johnson. Thanks for just out of curiosity. Do you collect Superman, the Golden Age? I do not. I don't collect any Golden Age period. I don't collect any, and I'm trying not to start. However, Wes was in Discord. He was showing off. I forgot what it was, like volume 3 or something of Golden Age, Batman Golden Age, and I was like, oh, maybe. And Dom of X was showing off the DC Finest Batman Golden Age, and I was like, well, maybe, but no, I'm staying strong. I'm staying disciplined. And I have not taken the plunge yet. I'm trying to not take the plunge of Golden Age stuff, and succeeding so far. That's the plan anyway. I don't want to take the I don't want to do the Golden Age plunge, because I know that DC has collected the Trinity, at least Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. There's a ton of Golden Age, and I don't want to, I don't want to fall down that rabbit hole. I don't know if I have room. I've only got so much omnibus room. I don't want to fill it with Golden Age omnibus. I don't want to fill it with Silver Age omnibus, but I got some Silver Age. Legion of Superheroes. All right. I did get that, but I'm trying not to get any other Silver Age. I love the Bronze Age and the Modern Age, and I'm happy with those. That is what I'm happy with. I want Bronze Age Legion of Superheroes so bad. I think that might be my biggest want, because I'm thinking of the upcoming Tiger Eyes DC Omnibus poll. Not the reprint poll, but the actual Tiger Eyes poll. And I'm thinking I might go with I'm thinking I might go Bronze Age Legion as my number 1 omnibus pick. So I'm just saying that's how much I want the Legion Bronze Age. I might actually go with that as top pick. So Papa John Comics. And what's up, Papa John? Papa John says, hey, Chubby Ray, happy Saturday. How you doing, buddy? I'm about halfway through the Invincible Omnibus and loving it. I've also been reading some early Punisher. That's awesome, brother. You know what I got today? I got She-Hulk. I don't have any She-Hulk epic collections. And I noticed it. I was putting some epic collections that I just bought in my shelf, and I was like, And I was in Essence, and I said, I don't have She-Hulk. And so I said, oh, I got to fix that. So I ordered one immediately, and it just came in. Now I got to find the other ones. So I didn't have any. And by the way, I do not have a She-Hulk omnibus. I thought I had Rainbow Rowell's She-Hulk, but I don't. So I don't know what happened. And we were at Ollie's, of all places, in Ollie's, and I saw a She-Hulk omnibus for like $30 or something. And I said, oh, I'm going to get that. And so I've always just assumed that it's here somewhere in my house. But I was looking, and I don't own it. So I must not have bought. I mean, I thought I bought it, but I guess I didn't. Planet says everybody should own that first Superman Golden Age DC Finest. His first stories are what kids today call based. Yeah, I don't even have any of the DC Finest. If I'm gonna get Golden Age stuff, I think it will be DC Finest. I really do. By the way, DC Finest is starting to collect the best Bronze Age stuff. They're really collecting the best stuff. By the way, can I brag? Let me brag. You guys, I am wearing, all right? I don't know. You can't even tell. You can't see this. Well, you can't see it. You can't tell. But I am wearing the same size jeans. I just bought a new pair of Levi jeans. I'm wearing the same size of Levi jeans that I wore as a junior in high school. How cool is that? Right? And that's back when I played basketball. I mean, I played football, basketball, baseball, but basketball is where you had to, I had to lose weight. After football season, I had to lose weight to play basketball. So that was when I had the jeans that were the smallest. I'm in 38 waist. I have not been a 38 waist since I was in high school. So the fact that I'm in a 38 waist now is making me very happy. All right. So I just thought I'd brag for a little bit. Please forgive me if I'm fine if people don't care. But I wanted to brag. I wanted to brag a little bit. By the way, Los Master, you'll be happy to know my wife ordered organic frozen blueberries. And she's doing a pickup order right now. She's actually getting them. So we're getting organic frozen blueberries for Chester. So we're going to try them tonight. We will try them tonight to see if he likes the frozen blue. Hi, Chester. We'll see if he likes frozen blueberries. We will find out tonight. All right. Ray has finding out a major spoiler ever put you off buying or reading a book. No, but I'll tell you, it's made me very angry. It has made me very, I get very angry. For example, the all new Venom book, which is very good. All new Venom. I didn't know who Venom was, and I liked the fact that I didn't know who Venom was. And I got the book, and I'm reading it, right? And then I'm just randomly going through YouTube, right? I'm randomly going through YouTube, and I'm on some kind of comic algorithm, obviously. I'm on a comic algorithm, and there was I don't remember the YouTuber's name, but I know she was a girl. And, just doing nice content, nice comic content. And she starts doing comic content and mentions all new Venom. And this only had a handful of views. And it's the first time I'd ever seen the person. I'm like, oh, I'll watch it. What the heck? And the girl doesn't even give a spoiler warning. Says, well, it says, oh, all new Venom. I was surprised when I found out that blah, blah, blah is all new Venom. And I go, she did not just say that. Yeah, and it ruined it. It ruined it for me. I was very, very upset. Very upset to find it doesn't put me off of buying or reading a book, but it did make me angry. That particular thing made me angry. By the way, Southwest says, you ever have those days where you stand in front of your shelves and just wonder what you're going to read next? Oh, I love it. Those are my favorite days. I love the fact that I can come in here and look and I love the fact that I have so many choices. And I'll pick up like 3 omnibuses at a time and then say, I'll figure out which one when I actually start reading, I'll grab whichever one I grab. That's the one I'll do. Yeah. Yeah. So, I love coming into the office and just, trying to decide what to read. It's fun. To me, it's fun. To be fair, Ray, the all new Venom spoiler was everywhere. Well, I stayed away from it, Wes. I wasn't looking online. I didn't look. I mean, listen, I understand spoilers, but when I did the video today, I put on there in the title, I said, there are spoilers. You know what I mean? I mentioned there are spoilers. So at least mention it, at least mention it. What is Batman Detective Comics? Is it like an alternate universe? No, Detective Comics is a title. The Batman titles are Batman, and then the other one is Detective Comics. In fact, Detective Comics existed before Batman. Batman didn't take over Detective Comics until, when was it, guys? Like Detective number 27? You know what I mean? I think, and it was the first one. The Batman book didn't come along till later. It was Detective Comics was first. And then I'm sure somebody else can Google this, but yeah, Batman showed up in Detective Comics 27. So Detective Comics 1 through 26 were totally different characters. But in number 27, Batman showed up. So Detective is the original comic series that Batman was in. So there's Batman, there's Detective Comics. Now, throughout the years, there was Shadow of the Bat. There was Legends of the Dark Knight. There were so many Batman series. But the two that have stuck, they have lasted forever, are Batman and Detective Comics. So there are 26 issues of Detective Comics before Batman. I could not tell you who the star of those books are, but they did exist. Yeah, thanks. Tom says Detective Comics is the original. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Just wondering when it comes to collecting the best stories. Oh, when it comes to collecting Batman books, dude, I got to be honest. I don't know if there is such a thing as a bad Batman book. I've read Batman books that have a weirdness to them or a strange. I know Batman, I won't name names, but I know there are Batman books that have a strangeness or weirdness to them. I was trying to pull out one of my Grant Morrison books, but it's too big a pain. Yeah, like Grant Morrison. But there's never really been a bad one, There's never been a bad one. I love Batman. I'm always surprised when I find a comic collector. That doesn't collect Batman or Spider-Man. I'm sure everybody has different parameters or different heroes. But you know what I'm talking about? There is whenever I find out someone's a comic collector, and then I find out they don't read Batman or Spider-Man. That's the two that, because I can understand people reading or not reading, whatever. But Batman or Spider-Man to me are the ones that make my eyebrows raise. Really? You don't get Batman or Spider-Man? It's well, what are yours? What heroes make you go, wow, you're not a comic collector if you don't get blah blah blah? What are some of the heroes? By the way, Tom's written, looking for that Showcase Showdown comic? Come on down to crooksandbanditscomics.com. Email Adam your dream pick, and he'll spin the big wheel. Support at crooksandbanditscomics.com. Yeah, you guys, when you go to crooksandbanditscomics.com, use code ChubbyRay Comics. Use code ChubbyRay Comics, and you can get $2 off books. $2 off your books. Not bad. That's from ChubbyRay. That's from Crooks and Bandits Comics. Southforce says, I'd love to see you do some videos on your favorite comic book covers for different heroes. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I should. But you know, I like to do omnibuses mostly in videos, and you know, and I don't have single issues. If I had single issues, that would be more fun, but it would be more fun, but I don't have enough single issues to do that. Bro, they delayed Red Coat Deluxe. Did they really? Oh, I got to go to comic releases. When did they announce that? Did that just come out? Crap. Damn. I can't believe. I cannot believe they delayed it again, huh? Damn. That's all right. I'm trying to check comic releases. Because it was originally supposed to come out. It was originally coming out, what, the 28th of April? And so now I guess you're saying it's going to be in May, huh? Hossam says, my list would be Batman, Superman, The Flash, Green Lantern, and the Justice League. If any of them are missing, you ain't a DC fan. For Marvel, it's Spider-Man, X-Men, Avengers, Fantastic Four, and Daredevil. Yeah, I mean... Oh, Childish Brandino says it's May 6th. Okay. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, I can understand, but Hossam, that's a lot of books, though. I can see someone, you know, because comic books are what are single issues costing, like $5.99 a book now? I can see if you're not making a lot of money or something, you don't have a lot of money, I can see you saying, no, I can't afford that many books. You know? That's what I'm at least that's where I'm going. You know what I mean? By the way, Gun Fanatic says, dude, by the way, super chat. Yes. Due to the revealing of my secret identity yesterday, I'm currently being pursued by authorities. Back in my shit. See it from my new zip code. I didn't give your full name, Gun Fanatic. I accidentally said your first name. Your first name did not give anybody you don't want knowing your identity anything more. I do appreciate the super chat. Thank you, buddy. You guys, Alan's in the chat room. Say hi to Alan. What's up, brother? How you doing? I love it. By the way, Southforce says, Redcoat's awesome. Thank you, Ray, for turning me on to it. I love Redcoat. Whenever someone asks me for a recommendation, I'll tell you something new you got to get is Redcoat. That's the book that's on the top of my recommendations list right now. I love Redcoat. Aaron says, I never take the mindset you aren't a blank fan if you don't read a certain book. Yeah, I know. It's just, and I said that earlier, but I do get, my eyebrow raised a little bit if I find out if someone says they're a comic fan. They say, I'm a big comic fan. And then I find out they don't collect Batman or Spider-Man. I always kind of, wonder what's going on there. It's me. It has nothing to do with them. It's on me. That's my bias. I think, I don't know why, but I think less of someone who says they're a comic fan and yet they don't read Batman or Spider-Man. I know it's ridiculous because comics, I've said before, comics are subjective. It's whatever you like. What I like doesn't matter to you. What you like doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter and shouldn't matter. It just shouldn't. So I wish I understood it, but I don't understand why it bothers me. But it does. You know what I mean? I just thought I'd put that out there. When I hear that, those are the books that, for some reason, in my eyes, those are the books that everybody gets. Hossam says, Ray, the sickness has grown. I just ordered a crap ton of epic collections. Yes, just start filling the gaps left by omnibuses. Omnibuses I want that are out of print, but I think I'm going to need a second narrow Billy. I'm going to IKEA tomorrow. That's great, brother. I love it. Love it. That's awesome. I was thinking of getting those thin Billies and putting thin Billies around this entire room. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. Tuesday says, I feel like comics is a lot like comedy. It is. That's how I feel. I don't judge anyone based on their opinions. It's comic books. My opinion doesn't mean squat. It really doesn't. Just like your opinion doesn't mean squat. Now, if I have several people saying, oh, Ray, you got to get blah, 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 it's really good. Then I think, okay, maybe I got to get it. But if someone says to me, oh, you're whatever because you read blah, I don't care. It's got to do what I like. But I'm saying, as much as that's how I feel, when I hear someone call themselves a big comic book fan, and yet they also say they don't collect Batman or Spider-Man, I raise my eyebrows. But by the way, you can be a big comic book fan and collect whatever you want. In fact, you could collect 2 titles. I don't think you can just collect one comic and call yourself a big comic. I don't think if you just collect Batman, I'm not sure you're a big comic book fan. You know? Papa John says, I don't collect Spider-Man, nor do I plan to, but I do read Spider-Man occasionally. Well, then that's fine. Then I don't. Yeah, no, I'm just saying there are people who they say they're a big comic and they know nothing. They don't know anything about Batman or anything about Spider-Man. I do lift my eye, I raise my eyebrows and wonder. You know what I mean? It just makes me, and I shouldn't, but I do. I wish I wasn't. I wish I didn't have that bias because, it makes me question myself more than anyone else. But I'm being honest, saying that I do have it. I wish I didn't, because I'm the least bigoted or least, I don't think less of anyone, or I don't, but for some reason, if you don't know anything about Batman or Spider-Man, I do raise my eyebrows if you call yourself a big comic book fan. That's all. That's all. And I'll leave it out there. I am not judging Papa John. I'm not judging anyone. I'm not judging anyone at all. Oh well. So anybody got plans tonight? If we get super chats and I go late, are you guys down for it, or anybody got any place to go? Because I feel like last night I could have gone till at least like 11 o'clock. You know what I mean? I was having so much fun doing the show, and now I'm calling it a show instead of a stream because I'm such an old time radio guy. But I was having so much fun doing the stream last night. I easily could have gone till 11 o'clock. But I don't know who's got plans. Tuesday says, oh, sure, you're into comics and you don't collect Hickman or Tom King. Me before I slap someone with my gentleman's club and challenge you to a duel. Sir, how dare you? I challenge you to a duel. I would love that. But like I said, they're subjective. We shouldn't do that. We shouldn't feel that way, but we do. You know what I mean? Throwhill says, Ray, where did you get your bookshelves? I got one from Amazon, but it's hard to store comics because the shelves are so awkwardly spaced. This is from IKEA. This is a Calyx from IKEA. And then I have, I got shelves. I don't know where these are from. My wife, I have a beautiful wife who's takes care of the other. She finds the other shelves. I have Billies. I have reinforced Billies and Calyx from IKEA. But I do want to get the thin Billies as well. I don't have any, but I should. That would be nice. You know what I mean? Chester, what are you doing, buddy? My dog is in here. My dog is in here whining. You know why? No treats. No. Be a good boy. Happy Saturday to you, Griffin. By the way, Throwhill says, I think you can custom build shelves with Menards. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could do that. That'd be cool. I like Calyx because they'll hold omnibuses. Because omnibuses are so heavy. Like you can get cheap shelves from like Walmart or Target or a place like that, but they break because the omnibuses break them because it's a lot of weight. You know? Do you have superhero t-shirts? I have a collection of them, and that's the reason I'm still single. I have my wife now that I started losing weight in 2019. And now that I'm down to a normal size, by the way, nothing against anyone who hasn't lost weight. If everybody, there's a reasons why everybody has things. My doctor had to find out what was wrong with me. That really helped. When my doctor found out what was going on with me, it really, really made a big difference. So I don't judge. But when I lost weight, I'm working out, lost weight, all that stuff. And my wife was able to buy me a Batman t-shirt and a Spider-Man t-shirt. Oh my God. It was great. So I do have some comic book t-shirts. I love it. It was awesome. Tuesday says his fiance girlfriend's currently helping him organize and mature his shelves. Good for you, brother. Yeah, you got to get good shelves. If you got a fiance that doesn't complain about your hobby, marry her. That's what I did with mine. That's how I knew I had the right one. Lo says I wrote my first review on League of Comic Geeks on the Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1 t-shirt I have. That's awesome. That's awesome, brother. Super excited for the third one. Listen, if anybody writes their reviews and puts them up on Discord, I'm telling you right now, if you put a review up on Discord, I take the review and I put it on our Patreon. I put reviews up from Raul and Diego and Wes. I put those reviews up. I love them. And I think everybody likes them. They're really fun. I just like reading reviews. I like reading your reviews. I'm going to start taking pictures. I'm going to start taking the pictures of people's collections and hauls and putting them up on Patreon too. I just love it. John says, Ozempic. John, I'm on Manjaro. I went Manjaro, and Manjaro really helped, man. It really helped a lot. So yeah, I'm all for those. I'm all for those GLP-1s. I actually want to get more superhero t-shirts. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I love the ones that I can get now. It was the best part of losing weight was the fact that I could fit into superhero t-shirts. And I've wanted a Legion flight ring since I was 7 years old. And my wife just got this for me as a gift. I got it last week? I got it and I loved it. I wear it every day. So I'm such a geek, but I'm happy. Let's see. What do we have? I'm looking at. I'm keeping up with comments today, aren't I? Everybody, see. Very. I'm trying my best to keep up with the comments. I have a month worth of superhero t-shirts. It's another sickness. Good for you, man. Good for you. By the way, Tom says check out tpublic.com and just type in the type of t-shirt you want and boom, you know what to do. So there's you could choose a bunch. They have a bunch of superhero t-shirts. It's awesome. TeePublic. I've never heard of that. All right, I'm checking comicreleases.com. And I'm trying to see if Red Coat has been delayed. Of course, I'm not sure where to find it. Oh, here we go. Red Coat Deluxe Edition was still scheduled for April 29th. Okay. And it says it's still scheduled for April 29th. But Brandino, you're saying you read it's moved to March or May 6th? Because comicreleases.com has it April 29th. They've still got it. And that's the library edition. Oh, man, I can't wait. I cannot wait for that. Love it. Yeah, so, and I would think that they would, if it was delayed, they'd have it up there somewhere. You know what I mean? Let me go to the Discord and see what's going on there. You guys want to do we want to get some entries? Tom, we want to get some entries? Shall we get an entry in? Oh, no, you're right. Childish Brandino just put it up on Discord. He says they delayed it from April 29th. It's now coming out May 6th. I'll be damned. Crap. You're right. I'm seeing it. I just went to our Discord and I saw it. that sucks. I can't wait though. I really cannot wait. By the way, I do love stuff like that. Oh, by the way, I see Laconima Laconim's yelling at me again because I did put another comic up on the buy and sell and I didn't put a price. I will, yeah, whatever. I'll just $100 is just anybody to pay $100. I don't care. Yeah. If it's 100, go ahead. I'll sell it for that, guys. On the Epic Collection Volume 1 on Discord. I just figured I'd check that out. By the way, LP is in the room. What's going on, LP? How are you? Rob's in. What's going on, Rob? By the way, Rob, we did a test drawing last night. To see who would win the Amalgam Age. You want to do another one? Let's do another test drawing, everybody. I did one last night. Everybody that's in the Rice Krispies Bowl of Death. Everybody that's in here. All right. I did it. We're drawing on April 20th. All right. And I will draw for the winner of the omnibus. Now, let me say, this is not for the winner of the omnibus. All right. This is just a random for the hell of it drawing. All right. This is just for the hell of it. Now, everyone's going to say that I'm somehow, I'm spoiling something by drawing now, or it's bad karma. But I just want to do a sample drawing. All right. So this is who, if this was April 20th and I was drawing, this is who would win the Amalgam Age omnibus. All right. Now they're not because this is just a test drawing. All right. Here's who would win. All right. Here we go. Hold on. Koa. Congratulations. It would have been Koa. Now he doesn't win shit, but he could have. If this is a real drawing, he'd have won it. By the way, we have people, and I'm going to read everybody. Before I do the actual drawing, I will read every single person that's in there. All right. Let's go ahead and enter some new people. All right. First, I'm going to enter a member. If you are a member of ChubbyRay Comics, I will draw right now. Let's see who goes in. Somebody is going to be put in for the Amalgam Age omnibus. This is DC versus Marvel Amalgam Age. Look at this book. Oh, phenomenal. This is going to be a great book for whoever wins it. That is fantastic. All right. Let's see who's going in. All right. Here we go. I just drew one. And this is the winner. Lance Meyerson. 8985. Lance Meyerson, you are put into the entry. All right. Let's get Lance Meyerson in. Good for Lance. Congratulations. All right. Lance Meyerson, you are going in. Congratulations. There's Lance. You're in, my friend. All right, let's do a random, Tom. Tom, are you ready for a random? Let's do a random. Let's see who's going in. We'll do a random, guys, which is when I will randomly scroll through. I will randomly scroll all the way to the top and then all the way to the bottom. And then when Tom texts me, that person will be the person that goes in the entry. All right. Tom, 3, 2, 1. Count to a number above 25 and under 100, and then text me when you hit the number. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Count. All right. I am scrolling right now. Scrolling right now. Scrolling right now. Let's see who's going to go. Let's see who's going to win. Who will win? Everybody, fingers crossed for you all. Now, there hasn't been a ton of comments. We're pretty light on comments because it's very early in the show. Very early in the show. Oh, we've gotten a super chat, so we know we're going to go a little late today at least. So we could have a lot of comments. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Tom just texted. Okay. Tom said tonight's rando teetering on the shimmering edge of full tilt serial madness, scheduled for descent into Rice Krispies cup of death. This name right here, now, the bold twitches, the air hums, snap, crackle, and whatever that third one has become since the incident. I'll lean in, say this name, and watch reality flinch. The random winner is, hey, be quiet. Sit down. Gun Fanatic. Gun Fanatic, brother. You got in. Now, underneath Gun Fanatic. Oh, Rob. You didn't win shit. Oh. On top of Gun Fanatic. Oh, Aaron. Oh, I'm so sorry, Aaron. I'm so sorry, but you didn't win shit. Oh. So sorry. So sorry, guys. Terrible. Gun Fanatic. You got in. Let me get him in. Gun Fanatic. You are in. All right. There we go. There, let me go scroll down so I can see how many people are saying rigged. Oh, he says I feel special. You should be feel special. It is not rigged. It is not rigged. Chester doesn't. As soon as Chester gets his blueberries, I'll give him some. But my wife is not home with the blueberries yet, and he's on steroids because of his lung thing. The doctor put him on steroids, so he's just whining all the time because he's hungry. Listen, Alan does it right. Look how classy Alan is. He's classy. He's not like the rest of you saying rigged. Don, you didn't win. You didn't win shit. There's what Don did. You didn't win shit. Aaron says I'm not surprised. Sorry, Aaron. So Gun Fanatic's in. By the way, Don says he's going to leave the chat. There hasn't been any gifts. If there was a gift for memberships, maybe Don would get in. I don't know. You can always buy a membership down if you'd like. You could always buy one. We would love that. We would love to have you in. My community is the ChubbyRay Comics community is very giving, very nice people. We all have good sense of humor and enjoy a good time. Aaron says, "Look at Thunder. He's the rigged. Yeah, he is the rigged ringleader. You're right." Don says, "I spent all my money on onion rings." We went out to dinner last night, and Don was one of the people at dinner, and he bought these onion rings that were so good, man. By the way, Los Master said he just wrote his first review on Discord. Awesome, buddy. I will put that review up on Patreon. I want to see it. Sometimes we give you a bunch of shit too. I know. Let's say hi to Zoe Dak. Zoe Dak. Is Zoe Dak new? I've never seen Zoe Dak before. Welcome, man. I like when we see new people. You guys, you know what's nice when we see new people? Because we get them because you guys are hitting that like button. When you hit that like button, we get on the algorithm. So hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. Then we get. I want more new people in, because people come in here, they hang out in the room and they like it. Then they become regulars. That's what we like. We like creating a big community. Makes me happy. And you guys want to take a look? I'll tell you who's in. You guys want to see who's in here? Let's see who is in here. All right. Here's the people. These are the people that are entered to win the DC versus Marvel Amalgamate Omnibus. Federico. All right. Galandowski. Tom Jackson. Michael and Tito's brother. Carell. Andy Stevens. Andy's in. MZ. Where's MZ? I haven't seen him in the chat. I don't think MZ was in last night, too. He wasn't in. Xbox by Degrees. Xbox by Degrees in. Harley Zane. Harley's in. Aaron, you are in. Or I didn't know. It's right. Aaron's in. He's in as Oren, but he is in. Federico is in again. Piano Wizard's in. John Oakley is in. LP is in. Phil's Nerdyverse is in. Carla Lex Andre Garcia is in. Carell is in again. By the way, Carell is in twice, guys. Federico is in a third time. B. Mitch is in. Turtle Gaming is in. Canadian Survivalist is in. Squints is in. Chewy Queso is in. NF is in. Raul is in. LP is in for a second time. Sean Rice is in. Sean Rice is in twice. Omnibo's in. That's right. Omnibo got in. I forgot about him. Let's see. Chip Crisper is in. Chip Crisper, congrats. Noah G. Noah G's in. Awesome. Diego is in. PW, number 2 for PW. Griffin Rhodes is in. Brant. Now, Brant is Squints, so he got in once as Brant, and he's in as Squint, so he's in twice. Xbox by Degrees is in for a second time. Jeez. Devad is in. Piano Wizard is in for a third time. Mick Moore is in. Rob Hoskins is in. Lance Meyerson is in. Koa is in. Noah G is in. Noah G's in twice? Look at that. MZ, second time. Mega Man. Losmaster. Nicodus. And Gun Fanatic. Those are all the entries in the entry form for the Marvel versus DC Omnibus. There you go. PW says 3. This may be rigged. So Federico and Piano Wizard are the only ones that had 3, right? There were quite a few 2s. By the way, JC says, Ray, what do you think about Swamp Thing? Had to leave there. I haven't read any Swamp Thing. I've read Swamp Thing. I like Swamp Thing in the Titans, in the Tom Taylor Titans, but I haven't read. I've got a Swamp Thing omnibus. I just haven't read it. I haven't read it yet. I'll have to. By the way, Thunder is not, you guys, it is true. Thunder is not in. Thunder's not in. Poor Thunder. Sorry, Thunder. But Thunder, you're a member. You got there's still a good chance. You know, I could draw you. You never know. Well, he could draw you. I just want to hear Thunder call it rigged if he gets in. Thunder escapes because he built a perfect hologram projector, and while in prison, no less. Oh, Lex Luthor escapes? Yeah. You're talking about Superman 2, isn't he? JC says, I'm in it to win it. Thunder's name has been on the floor for weeks now. Oh, well. Ray's never put me in the bowl. Dude, when I legitimately pick you, you'll be in. But it's got to be legitimate. Nobody goes in unless it's under legitimate means. No one's going in. All right, I want to ask a Batman question because it's sort of come up tonight, and I think it'd be a good question. Should they bring back a third monthly Batman title? Should we bring it back? Because aren't they bringing back? Isn't a Shadow of the Bat coming? Right? Isn't part of the new stuff of? Isn't the part of new stuff for DC? Isn't that whatever these new initiatives are called? Isn't one coming up going to have Shadow of the Bat? You know what I mean? Isn't that be a third one? And will it be the third one? Do you guys think Batman needs a third one, or do you think he needs a fourth? Remember when Superman used to have 4 books? It used to be Superman, Man of Steel, Action Comics, and Adventures of Superman. Spider-Man had Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, and just Spider-Man, right? And Batman had Batman Detective, Legends of the Dark Knight, and Shadow of the Bat. Has anybody had 5? I think the most is 4, right? Los Master says, wouldn't Absolute Batman be the third book? No, I mean, this is just me. I want to see what you guys think. I feel like Absolute Batman is a completely different character from Batman. I don't consider Absolute Batman the same as Batman. I consider him a completely different character. You know what I mean? I consider it completely different. In fact, I've never even thought anything that they were close. By the way, another super chat. Love it. Thank you, Mick Moore. Another super chat. We love it. Extending the giveaways. Way to go, brother. Yeah, it's in a, like there's the regular Earth that the DC heroes happen. And then the whole Absolute universe is a whole other thing, right? Oh, crap. I'm not going to be able to get, what did I just do? Oh, crap. I think I just screwed up. Hold on, everybody. I might have just screwed up. I was messing with my Legion flight ring, and I put it on the wrong finger, and now it's stuck. Damn. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it off. Oh, thank God. All right. Yeah. I got it stuck on the wrong finger. Thank God. Piano says, I agree. The idea of multiple titles, that the stories involve the same version of the character spread out over 4 different titles. In fact, that's why the triangle era for Superman was so cool, because they took all of those books were written in a row. So every week you would get a Superman, and it would be the next story of series that connected. That's what was cool about it. In fact, that's what made the Spider-Man stuff, like Maximum Carnage, or the Venom stuff, all that stuff cool, was it was all 4 books, and they would all go, into each other. Back in those days, that's what made it so cool. Right? I love that. By the way, Mix has just got home from a night out with Dad and his friends celebrating his birthday, so I'm very drunk. Oh, love it. Awesome, Mick. I'm glad you had fun, brother. The triangle era was cool. Surprised they haven't done that more. I know. Why don't they do it more? Of course, Spider-Man's only got 1 book now, right? Superman's got Superman and Action. Batman has Batman and Detective. They're the only ones that have more than 1 book. Or am I missing one? I mean, I guess you got Uncanny X-Men and X-Men, but those are 2 different teams. Right? So I think Batman and Superman are the only ones who have more than 1 book. I mean, I guess you have Green Lantern. You have Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps, and Hal Jordan's in both of those, I guess. But Those are the only examples I can give, and I don't think Marvel has anyone like that. Hey, ChubbyRay and ChubbyRay fans, how are you today? Good afternoon. I hope in the near future DC Comics will continue the Hush storyline like Hush 2 Omnibus and so on. Yeah, I hope they'll eventually get at least the last issues of the Hush 2. Personally, I think 2 ongoings is perfect. If we get more Batman series, then we'll probably get less ongoings from other characters. Let me just say, last year, they did run 3 Batman series. In fact, at one point, they were running 4. At one point in 2025, they were running 4. Oh, no, 5. They were running 5 Batman series a month. It was Batman, Detective Comics, Batman Dark Patterns, Batman and Robin, and Batman and Robin Year 1. Yeah. Now it's just Batman and Detective. And I think we can argue that some of the best work was done. Some of the best work was done when they were doing the 5 books, because Batman and Robin Year 1 was fantastic. Batman Dark Patterns was amazing. Batman was great by Fraction. And Detective by Tom Taylor has been exceptional. I've loved it. Wes says Shadow of the Bat is launching soon. Do we know who's writing Shadow of the Bat? I'd like to know who's writing that. Oh, they haven't announced yet? I hope it's somebody good. Wouldn't it be cool if it's Dan Waters, as good as Waters did with Dark Patterns? If they give him Shadow of the Bat, it would be pretty cool, right? Hey, Ray, have you read Supergirl by Tamika? No, I have not. I've heard it. I know that just came out. I haven't read it yet. Zoe says, let me ask you, Ray, have you ever read Nemesis? I was a kid when I read his stories. I was so cool. I don't know. No, I don't remember Nemesis. I don't remember. Chewy is saying Dan Waters. So do you think Dan Waters is the one that's writing it? Oh, here we go. Dan Waters or Dennis Camp are the speculated options I've seen. I got to tell you, with the success of Dark Patterns, it's got to be Dan Waters, right? Wes says, wasn't Nemesis in Justice League Unlimited? Huh. I thought Nemesis was a anti-hero. Of course, it could just be because I'm getting old and my mind's not working, but I don't know. By the way, Alan says, currently laid reading Dark Patterns. Highly recommended for the dude. Dark Patterns. Amazing. Amazing. But I know Lacanema hasn't gotten it in yet, so we didn't want to give any spoilers till Lacanema read it. Yeah, Tuesday says Nemesis was the guy who wore all white and was a huge anti-hero. Yeah. Wes says, I'm hoping Waters for Shadow of the Bat and Camp for Doom. I would say it's got to be. That's what it's got to be. It's got to be Waters. It's got to be Waters for Shadow of the Bat. It's got to be. I would be shocked. I would be shocked if it wasn't Waters. By the way, Wesley says his copy is going to be here Wednesday, he says. But he's read it in singles. I loved the Dark Patterns Omnibus. The Dark Patterns trade paperback was so good. It's so good It is so good that I'm gonna buy it in hardcover when it comes out. And Piano Wizard, I'm sorry, Dark Patterns is coming out on hardcover. I'll tell you when. Dark Patterns hardcover is coming out when? There's the trade paperback, but I know the trade paperback's out. I want to know what the hardcover is. Huh. I just want to get a date on when it's coming out. I think it's coming out next month, but I can't find proof of it. Oh, you know what? Let me check Amazon. Amazon usually lists stuff. All right. Huh. Well, it's not even on Amazon. So they must not, maybe they haven't. I thought they already released a date for the hardcover. Wow. I guess I'm wrong. Please forgive me. By the way, LP says the Millerverse. Nemesis isn't an anti-hero. He's a crime lord and literally the best assassin in the world. He's meant to be the worst, most badass version of any evil Batman. I don't know. I can't find a date for when the Dark Patterns hardcover comes out, but I love Dark Patterns. I enjoyed it so much. And I would love to see Dan Waters write Shadow the Bat. I think it'd be great. That would just be another great paperback to get, you know. That'd be another Batman paperback that I order. Alan says, I picked up a few of the Nemesis trades, but aiming for the omnibus later in the year. I need this. How do I not know of Nemesis? How am I forgetting who Nemesis was? Put Nemesis comic. Here we go. Nemesis is not in the DC universe. It is actually in the Marvel universe. The thing I'm seeing says Nemesis was part of the Marvel universe. Maybe that's why I'm not remembering Nemesis. Hassam says, I have a nemesis. His name is Jeff. Thank you, Hassam. Ray, you have a copy of Big Game on the shelf. You can see it. Yeah, I have Big Game. Yeah. That's all the Mark Millar heroes. Wes says, I'm not convinced we're talking about the same Nemesis. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we are talking about something else. We should have. We should have. Alan, describe what your Nemesis looks like, and we'll see if it's the same one. Bronze Age Nemesis. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Nemesis. I'm not familiar. I wish I was. All right, here we go. DC's Nemesis was created in an issue of The Brave and the Bold. Oh, okay. And there was a limited series. Zoe says there's a limited series in 2000. Wow. Let me see if I can find. Let me Google Nemesis DC. Oh, yeah. All right. Nemesis DC comic. Holy crap. Yeah. Nemesis is the name of two fictional characters in the DC Comics universe. Thomas Andrew Tresser first appeared in Brave and the Bold, number 166, in 1980. Soshith Myers, Micros, first appeared in JSA Annual number 1 in 2000. So I see pictures of Nemesis, but Nemesis is unfamiliar to me. And Nemesis was in the Justice League Unlimited for DC Comics. But just not familiar to me. I'll be damned. That's a hero. That's a hero. That's a hero I didn't even know about. And the other Nemesis is the one by Mark Miller, and that's the one that wears all white. I'll be damned. LP says, I'm guessing he looks a lot like the Human Target. You guys know more than me. I'm very impressed. Very impressed, everyone. Love it. Way to go. You guys knocked it out. Knocked it out of the park. Not me. I didn't know anything. I came across the dumb one there. I was completely out of touch. By the way, I'm looking at my Batman books, and I noticed Batman runs that we don't have omnibuses for. You know what I mean? Because we have so many Batman omnibuses, but I'm seeing Batman Detective Comics run that was written by Francis Manpaul that we do not have an omnibus for. And it was the one that took over New 50. New 52 was the Tony Danielle run, which we've got. We've got the first part of that one. Second part's coming out. Is it May? When's the next Detective Comics omnibus coming out? All right. Detective Comics New 52 Omnibus number 2 comes out June 2nd. Comes out June 2nd. And the Francis Manipal stories and Brian Bucoletto, Manipal and Bucoletto, it will be their stories. Okay. I just looked up and noticed we didn't have it, but that's the one that's coming out. Okay. So we do have, I think we do have every Batman. We have every Batman in omnibus now. That's cool. That's cool. By the way, we just got another one. Look at that. Ray, quick question for the giveaway. Do you need my address again, or have you leaked it? I have not leaked it to the press. No, I think your giveaway went out. Your giveaway went out in the latest giveaway that my wife just sent. My wife sent it out. When was that? Wednesday, or it was Wednesday or Thursday when she sent it out. So yeah, your stuff was in there. Gun fanatic. I won't say your name or what state you live in. By the way, Jose says, I just received Absolute Batman, The Killing Joke 30th Anniversary Edition. Double dipping on this title. Regular print kills my eyes. That's awesome, man. Dude, I've got The Killing Joke Deluxe Edition, DC Finest, Absolute Edition. Oh, my God. And I have a regular paperback. And I've got another, and I'm not sure, but I think there's one in my bedroom. Hold on, let me check. If there's one in my bedroom, I'm giving it away tonight, guys. Hold on, because that means I would have like 5 of them. I don't need the quintuple dip. Hold on, let me go check. All right, here we go. Here's what we have. Now I have the actual deluxe, a paperback, the Absolute Edition, and I have whatever this is. Another hardcover. Oh, it's another deluxe edition. I'll give this one away because this would be, I see your sass. Your sass is not appreciated, DP. So I'll give this one away tonight. We're gonna give this away. All right. Let's see. That's going to the giveaway pile. Plus, check these guys. I've got Superman Doomsday Part 1, 2, and 3 of Superman Hunter Prey. All right, that's kind of cool. Maybe we'll do these for giveaways. I have Superman Doomsday, the Doomsday Wars. I have Batman Elseworlds Speeding Bullets. I have Superman Forever, or whatever that is. And these just look like singles. Oh, plus I have Titans Young Justice Graduation Day. Does this have a number or what is this? Oh, this is Judd Winnick. I'll be damned. Okay, so I have this too. Plus, here's some. These are single issues that were just sitting in my bedroom. Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes. That's kind of cool. DC Universe Rebirth, The Flash, Joshua Williamson stuff. Of course, I have that. And I have Joshua Williamson. I was obviously looking to buy some Joshua Williamson stuff. Joshua Williamson Robin. Not bad. All right. So we're going to add the Superman. Plus, I don't even know what this is. DC Universe Online Legends. We'll put these all in the giveaway. These will go in the giveaway pile. All right. Those are going to the giveaway pile. There you go, guys. Because I don't need to quintuple. I don't need to quintuple dip. I've got to stop that. I'm fine with double dipping, triple dipping, even quadruple dipping. I'm not embarrassed. But when I get to quintuple dipping, that's a sickness. And I can't hoard like that anymore. So it's time for me to start giving these things away. So we will give away the Killing Joke. All right. And I'll give away the Superman books tonight as well. When the Spider-Man Big Time Omnibus finally comes out, I may just have to run naked through the quad a la Will Ferrell in Old School. I'll be that happy. I can't wait. But, well, because Brand New Day Volume 3 is coming out, then somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Big Spider-Man fan, if there's somebody in here. Help me. Volume 4 would be Big Time, right? And then during Big Time, isn't that when the Spider-Geddon stuff happens? You know what I mean? I think it's during Big Time. That's the original deluxe edition before they changed the cover. Oh, so yeah. It's probably worth something, guys. I'll be giving it away tonight. Wes says I should do Speeding Bullets. Yeah, I'll give that away tonight. Because I don't like that Elseworld stuff. I've never read it. DP says Speeding Bullets for random, so let's do Speeding Bullets for a member. All right. Rob says, oh, that's the Alex Ross holographic. Yes, it is. This is what I'm giving away, guys. That's what I'm giving away. That's how generous. That's how generous I am to my community. Thank you. That's how generous I am. She-Hulk by Mariko Tamaki was also an incredible trade paperback. I love it. Such fun. I just got She-Hulk Epic Collection. I want to get the rest of them. Love it. Alan says maybe every room of your house needs its own copy of The Killing Joke. No, I've got 5's too many. I've got to give it up. No. 5 is too many. Too many. Big Time comes after Brand New Day. Yeah, that's what I mean. So it was Brand New Day Volume 1, 2, and then there's 3. Then it should be Big Time, right? Brand New Day, 1, 2, 3, Big Time, and then Spider-Geddon. But we've already got, hold on, I've got the I've got the Spider-Geddon omnibus, right? Spider-Geddon omnibus was during Amazing Spider-Man 7 through 15. That was the 2014 Amazing Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man 311 and through 313. Yeah, so this is, and Dan Slott, this has got to be during the big time era, right? By the way, this is unopened. This is sealed. Maybe I should open this one time. Which omnibus are we going to open? Which omnibus should we open tonight? What are we going to unseal? What will we unseal? Oh, here we go. Big Time has Spider Island. Yeah, Spider Island. Oh, Spider Island. This is Spider-Geddon. You're right, Spider Island. All right, so Superior Spider-Man. So Spider-Verse, Spider-Geddon is later after Superior and Parker Industries. Okay. So Spider Island is during Big Time. And then it'll be Superior Spider-Man, right? When does Superior Spider-Man happen? Because I wasn't reading it then. Here we go. Spider-Geddon happens later on after Doc Ock has been Superior Spider-Man for a while. Okay, got it. And Wes says Batman Speeding Bullets is what if Kal-El was found by the Waynes instead of the Kents? Oh, that's cool. Well, I'll give it away tonight. Griffin says, that's how we love you, Ray. Tuesday says, for the uninitiated, where are you giving these gems away at? Oh, Tuesday, here we go. Every stream, I do giveaways every stream. For those, I forgot, there's you and Zoe. You guys are new. That are new guys. There's a few people that are new. Let me explain. Every time I do stream, I do giveaways. And like, for example, and tonight we're doing giveaways and entries for the Omnibus DC versus Marvel Amalgamage. We're also getting entries for this. This drawing is coming up on April 20th live show. Now, 2 ways to become an entry in that giveaway or to win. For example, when I give away books like tonight, we'll give away Titans Young Justice Graduation Day. All right. We'll give that away. It'll go to either a member. If someone is a member of ChubbyRay Comics YouTube, you can become a member. That gets you your videos early. Becoming a member also gets you in the hopper. Here's the hopper, which is when we spin the hopper and I pick a name. In fact, we'll get another entry in for the DC versus Marvel. Okay. So whoever I pick will be entered into that drawing. So I just reach in and randomly select one. All right. And this person Twisted Identity, you will be put into the hopper for the amalgamage. All right. Congratulations. There we go. Twisted Identity, you are in. Or we do a random. And when we do a random giveaway, it is when I have Tom count. And when Tom hits a certain number, he texts me. And when he texts me, I randomly select someone. All right. And whoever I randomly select, that's who wins. That's how we do our giveaways. All right. And we do these, we do these late on the stream. So the stream initially was going to get over at 7:00, but we've had a couple of super chats. So I'm definitely going to stay on late. So whenever we get close to 7, which is what, we're still like an hour away from that, aren't we? Whenever we get close to 7, oh shit, no, it's 6:50. Hold on. I can't believe it's already 6:56. How has time flown by? Wow. Okay. Thank you, Tom. ChubbyRay Comics membership. Love it. Love it. Fantastic. Let's see who won. Shane Matlock. All right, let's get Shane in. Want to get Shane put in with the members. All right. So that's how it works. You new guys, I don't want to be too confusing, but that's how you become eligible to win. There we go. Shane is in. All right. By the way, Tyler's in. Hey, Tyler, what's going on, brother? Tuesday says, I'm now fully informed. Thank you. You're very welcome. I like informing new people. I'm glad we have our protocol established. Thank you. You're right, Gun Fanatic. Nobody's more interested in protocol than Gun Fanatic. Ray, do you have any book signed? No, I don't. I would. That's what I'd want. I would love to have a book signed by Jeff Johns, Joshua Williamson, James Tynan. Oh, I'd love James Tynan to sign a book. So many. I love authors. I love writers. I love writers more than artists. I respect comic book writers so much. Yeah, I would. I don't have any, but I would definitely. I would like some, but I don't have any. By the way, I've said this before, I'd love to do an interview with a writer. I would love to do an interview with a writer. All right. By the way, Wes says he doesn't have any books signed, but he does have Kevin Conroy and Michael Keaton's autographs. That's cool. Yeah, I've interviewed a lot of famous people, but I never got autographs. Oh, I take it back. I have one autograph. I have one autograph from all my time in radio of all the people I've interviewed. I got one autograph and I still have it. I think I got to find it and I'll show it. It was back in 1990. Back in 1992, I interviewed Sting from the Police, and he was funny, and he was a really great interview. But he invited me to his concert, and I went to the concert, and I went backstage to meet him. And the whole joke, there was a joke of, I told a bunch of people that Sting was my uncle, which was funny because I'm Mexican. And now that I'm older and my hair has gone gray, it's not as funny. But when I was younger, my hair was jet black. And it was funny. I told people that Sting was my uncle. And so I told him that. And I went backstage and I was hanging out with him backstage at his concert. And I said, hey, man, I never ask for an autograph. I said, you're the first person I'm ever going to ask for an autograph. And he goes, really? And I go, yeah. And he goes, let me see your ticket. So he left a ticket for me, and I gave him the ticket, right? And he wrote on the ticket, Uncle Sting. And I still have it somewhere. So that's the only autograph I've ever gotten. I've met a lot of famous people and never asked for an autograph, except I did it with Sting. And I was kind of doing it as a joke too, because it was just the whole thing with him being my uncle was so funny. And so there is somewhere in my house, there is a ticket from a Sting concert in 1992 where he wrote Uncle Sting on the ticket. And he gave it, and I have it. So it's somewhere in this house. I don't know, but Griffin says, Ray, what writer is your dream interview? Probably Tynan. Yeah, Jeff Johns I think Jeff Johns is the GOAT. Johns is the GOAT. And I love Joshua Williamson. I think Joshua Williamson's brilliant. But I think Tynan would be my dream interview, I think. If I could only pick one. D-Son says, Ray, what's your favorite sci-fi story? Favorite sci-fi story, Letter 44 by Charles Soule. Gotta be. I loved that book. Letter 44 is fantastic. That's when people ask for recommendations, that's the book, that's my non-Marvel DC recommendation, or non-superhero, you know what I mean? I say Letter 44. There you go. By story, I mean, yeah, comic. Yeah. Letter 44. Letter 44 is about the 45th president of the United States, who has left a letter. When a president leaves the White House, the president that leaves, they always write a letter to the incoming president. And Letter 44 is about the 44th or the 45th president of the United States coming into the White House and receiving a letter from President 44. And in the letter, he reveals a bunch of things to the 45th president. Now, two of my favorite things of all time are the television show The West Wing. I loved the television show West Wing. To me, was one of the finest things that have ever been. I love that show. Also, I love sci-fi. I love sci-fi and I love fantasy. Love Star Wars. I love Star Trek. I love that stuff. Now, Letter 44 is a combination of West Wing, because it's a political thing with the president, and the letter is a revelation to the 45th president. It's a letter telling the 45th president, here's what you don't know. And blah, blah, blah. And so many years ago, we noticed something near Saturn. And so we sent out astronauts to Saturn to explore this. And I'm not trying to do it without giving spoilers, but it is part political story, because it's the letter that one president wrote and the other president, and the one president who's leaving is, and I can't remember what parties they were. I think the guy that left was a Republican or something. The guy that was coming in was Democrat, or it could have been the other way around. But so they're from differing parties. And so there's a lot of political intrigue between the presidents. And meanwhile, the astronauts in space it's the sci-fi story as they're going to investigate this thing that they found is hanging out by Saturn. And This is it's Charles Soule, who's one of the greatest writers alive. I love Charles Soule. And oh my God. Tuesday, I loved the Newsroom. I thought Newsroom was great. I was sad they took it off too early, I thought. But Letter 44, if you were like me, Letter 44 is one of the best things I've ever read. I loved it. The sci-fi is so good. It's mostly sci-fi. It's not a ton of political stuff, but it's really, really well done. It's a great book. That'd be a great TV series, by the way. A Letter 44 would be an exceptional television series. I'd love to see 13 episodes of that. Holy crap. Because it's a crazy story. Anybody who's read it, you know what I'm talking about. It's a crazy story, but it's great. So yeah, there's my favorite sci-fi story. Los says he's eyeing that one. Good. Dude, Los, you would love it. You would love it. It is fantastic. By the way, Invincible Omnibus is thick as hell. It's very good. It looks awesome. I can't wait till I don't know when I'm going to get time to read it, but I can't wait to read Invincible again. LP says, here comes LP. This is for the lowest common denominator. All right. I'm just glad the letter didn't say we found something near your anus, because that's not the letter I want to read. Thank you, LP. Thank you, LP. Thank you for sharing that. Good Lord. Be ashamed of himself. Unbelievable. Want to do a giveaway, guys? What do you guys think? I showed you the books that I got from my bedroom. Which one? What do you guys want to win? What should we give away first? What should we give away first? Los Master. I read the omnibus, the compendium. The compendium. I'll show you a picture of it. This is the compendium I have. I would go get it for you, but I loaned it to my friend DC, and he hasn't returned it. He better not have ripped it off, I'll tell you that. But he hasn't returned it yet, so. But man, it is a Letter 44 is a great book. It is really exceptional. I'll show the picture. All right. I'm trying to, if I can get an image of it. Let me find a picture that will let me. And I'll show you what the compendium looks like. If I can get one that lets me blow the picture up. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. Let me download my computer. My computer is so slow. I don't know why, but. All right, here we go. Here is Letter 44. This is the cover of the compendium right there. Letter 44 by Charles Soule. It's really great. And that's the compendium. Okay. Yeah, you'll love it. You will love it. It is a fantastic story. I read it. We went to Chicago to go to a Paul McCartney concert. We were staying in an Airbnb. And I grabbed the book and I say, oh, let me read it. And I just started reading it. I read it in one night. It's so freaking good. I couldn't stop. I was like, this is exceptional. It was so good. I just couldn't stop reading it. And next thing you know, I had to tell my wife, oh, I didn't sleep last night. She goes, why didn't you sleep? I said, I started reading this book and it was so good. And it was, I'm telling you, Letter 44 is phenomenal. All right. So which giveaway, what should we give? Let's do a random giveaway. Here's the choices, guys. Let's see. We have the original deluxe edition of The Killing Joke. We got DC Online Legends. This is thick. Who is this? Who does this art? What is this? Is this Tony Bedard? Wow, the art is exceptional in this. I mean, look at this. Holy crap. The art is really exceptional. Superman Doomsday Hunter Prey. The Doomsday Wars. Superman Speeding Bullets. Superman Forever. Titans Young Justice Graduation Day. What do you think, guys? We're going to give one away random. What are we going to do? What are we doing? Thunder says we should do The Killing Joke. Love a deluxe edition, I think he was trying to say, but should we do Killing Joke Deluxe Edition? What do you think, Tom? Killing Joke Deluxe Edition? Let's do that. We'll do a random. All right, here we go, gang. Killing Joke Deluxe Edition, random. All right, Tom. It's all up to you, Tom. All up to you, buddy. 3, 2, 1. Count down, Tom. Above 25. Above 25, under 100. Thank you, NBC News, for sending me some kind of notification that made me think Tom was way too early. All right, here we go. We're scrolling. We are scrolling here. I'm trying to get where you guys can see my phone, but I can't figure out how to do it. I'm waiting for Tom to finish counting. I'm scrolling pretty fast. All right. Now I'm going to slow down a little bit. Let's slow down a little bit. Tonight's random comic winner, hand selected by the Council of Sweaty Steve's Weird Ass Mattress Farm in Williamsville, Illinois, now proudly expanding into a fully operational meth house in Decatur, has been judged worthy, spared from the you didn't win shit list, and appointed by forces that should not be legally recognized, is rigged, but more important, the name is... Oh, it's Aaron. Congrats, Aaron. Congrats, Aaron. Aaron, you win. Beneath Aaron is DP. who I'm proud to say, DP, you didn't win shit, buddy. And above Aaron is PW. PW. Oh, congratulations. You've joined the You Didn't Win Shit list. Aaron, congrats, dude. You win Batman, The Killing Joke. All right. There you go. All right. You win, brother. Are they calling it rigged? Let me scroll down and see. Here we see. Look at that. See a lot of congratulations. Hassan says, calling it now, rigged. Is that the only rigged? Is that the only one I see? Look at that. Oh, yay, you won. Gun Fanatic is so excited. I have the absolute killing joke. It's pretty good. Well, there you go. Aaron, you got it, buddy. Congratulations. All right, let's do I can't believe we only got one rigged in there. Thunder did not call rigged. That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, man. All right, let's do what do you guys think? Should we do that that speeding bullets? You guys seem to want that, right? Should we do Batman Elseworlds speeding bullets or Superman Forever? What do you guys think? Batman speeding bullets. This is JMD Mateus. Or Superman Forever. What do you guys think? Let me see what you're saying in the chat room. And then we'll decide from there. Let me see what we have. Thunder says speeding bullets. All right, speeding bullets member. All right, here we go. Let's see who's going to get speeding bullets. This is oh, wow. I can't believe I've never read this. What year is this from? $1993. Wow. 1993. That's crazy. All right, we're going to the hopper. Let's see who's going to get Batman Elseworlds speeding bullets. Astillion, you win speeding bullets. So let me write that down. I've done so many giveaways. I'm almost out of the we'll stick 'em pads here. That's how many giveaways I've done. Sorry, Thunder. You know what you don't win. It's not rigged. All right. Ray, have you checked out? Yeah, I have the compendium for Black. I haven't read the whole thing, but I have read some of the Spider-Man Black and White compendium. I liked it. It's good. It's a good compendium. You guys want to do Spider-Man Forever or Superman Forever? All right. What do you think? This is pretty cool. Who is the? This is from. This is 1998. 1998. This is really cool. And it's got the holographic cover by Alex Ross. All right. Which has got Superman and Clark Kent. That is cool. You guys want this? Ready for a random? Tom, let's do a random giveaway for Superman Forever. Let's do it. All right. Starting the giveaway. 3, 2, 1. Count down, Tom. Somebody's going to get it. Who's going to get it? All right. I'm just waiting for Tom to text me. Bum, 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 bum. By the way, Tuesday, we're doing Roundtable again with special guest B Solo. It's my first one that's going to be also on TikTok. And then next week, it will be Omnidog. And then it'll be Dom of X. Oh, let's see. Tom says, tonight's rando comic winner, selected under conditions so questionable, the local news won't report it because it violates 3 separate ordinances, comes to you courtesy of Sweaty Steve's weird-ass mattress farm, now proudly operating a second location inside a fully fictional meth house. This chosen one has been spared the you didn't win shit list by forces beyond mortal zoning laws and common sense. And this person is, no way. Comics and Tortillas? Comics and Tortillas. You win Superman Forever. By the way, underneath Comics and Tortillas, Diego. Oh, sorry, Diego. And above Diego, Thunder. Oh, sorry, Thunder. And sorry, Diego. The winner is Comics and Tortillas, CNT. CNT, congrats, brother. You win Superman Forever. By the way, you guys who won, send me emails to chubbyraycomics@gmail.com so I can send you your books, okay? By the way, join the Patreon. Join the Patreon at chubbyraycomics.com. I'm going to do another giveaway on Patreon. We're doing another giveaway on Patreon that I'll draw on Monday's show. All right. Let's see. We have time to. We have minutes to do another giveaway. What do you guys think? Let's do Action Comics, The Oz Effect. This is Dan Jurgens. I should give away more of these too because I have the omnibus. This is good one. This has the black spine. All the other books had white spine. This is cool. All right. We'll give that away. And then Ray does not want anyone to send him. Ray does not want anyone sending him erotic fan fiction. Please don't do that. All right. I don't want any of that. And then let's give away. I should give away a Marvel. I haven't given away. Have I given away any Marvel books? No, it's a lot of it. Did a lot of DC tonight. Let's give away. What Marvel books? Oh, let's give away Runaway. Let's give away Runaways Volume 3. This is Rainbow Rowell Runaways, out of print Runaways. What do you think? Rob, you're the last person speaking in the chat room. So Rob, pick one and tell me if it's member or if it's random. Your choices are Runaways by Rainbow Rowell or Dan Jurgens Action Comics. Pick one. Go ahead and pick, brother. Please do not write The Stain erotic fan fiction. Nobody wants to see that. By the way, Rob says Runaways random. All right, Tom. Runaways random. Runaways random. Let's do this one first. 3, 2, 1. Count, Tom. Go for it. Let's see who's going to get the Runaways. And then we'll get another entry. We'll do these giveaways. Then we'll get another entry lined up for the omnibus. All right. We're just counting down. We're waiting for Tom to text. As soon as Tom texts, we'll find out who's going to get Runaways. Who's it going to be? I'm scrolling. You know, this is a big count. I think he's still counting. Who's it going to be? All right. Tonight's random winner, sniffed out by a fox in a trench coat, chosen through arcane back alley rituals. Ray swears are totally legit. The lucky soul snagging a comic is Zoidak. Congrats, Zoidak. Zoidak, send me a email, chubbyraycomics@gmail.com with your address, and you win the Marvel Comics Runaways. See, congrats, Zoidak. This is the out of print Runaways. By the way, this is my last, what do they call these things? Stick-em notes or whatever? This is my last sticky pad thing. That's how many giveaways I've done that I've actually run out of the stickets, whatever they call these damn things. By the way, winners, you have a week. You got a week to send me your address. All right, last one for member. Action Comics. Action Comics. This is going to go to a member. By the way, very good, you guys. I'm very happy. Nobody accusing anyone of rigging. All right. Here we go. Oh, I think I just broke my thing. Oh, crap. Riggedy rig. All right. All right. Congratulations. Yes, you did, Comics and Tortillas. Comics and Tortillas, you did win. Comics and Tortillas won. You won CNT. You won Superman Forever. You won the Alex Ross holographic cover, Superman Forever. Congratulations, CNT. All right. You were the winner. All right. Let's see who. Oh, by the way, did I say who lost? Did I say who lost? Now I got to find it. I can't find. I can't find where I clicked on the guy to see who was underneath and below him. I don't have time anyway. All right. Sorry, I don't have time. All right, let's do the giveaway for Action Comics. The winner is Turtle Gaming. Turtle Gaming, you are the winner. Turtle Gaming. Congratulations, Turtle Gaming. All right. Sticky, is it what's this called? Sticky notes? Is that what they call these? All right. All right, now let's get a couple entries. We'll get a couple entries for the omnibus. All right. And then we can wrap up. By the way, I'm still waiting. All right. Noah, who is endless. Wes, you need to know. Noah Endless, who lives in Ohio, that I thought lived in the UK. Wes, you're going to need to know this. Noah says, Wes, you can have City of Crime. I'm going to give another book to Noah. So thank you, Endless, because it would have made it confusing for me. It would have been very confusing for me had you not done that. All right, guys, let's give away a member giveaway or a member entry. This is for someone else entered. Someone else to be entered into the omnibus giveaway. All right. All right, there's the entry. Let's see. These people. Adrian Montanez. Adrian, I hate to say this, my friend, but you didn't win shit. Sorry, Adrian. The other person is Carl. Carl, 3035. Carl, I'm sorry, my friend. It goes without saying, but yeah, sorry, buddy. And the real Kian. Sorry, buddy. Kian, sorry to say, but you didn't win shit. The person that is now an entry. The person that is now going to be entered. You guys are not going to believe. You're not going to believe this, by the way. You will. You're not going to believe this. We talked about this person earlier, and they just got entered into the omnibus giveaway. And I know this person wants to be entered. For the fourth time, it's Frederico. Unfreaking believable. He's now got 4 entries. Way to go, Frederico. That is freaking unbelievable. How did that happen? All right. It's not rigged. It is not rigged. Not rigged at all. I'm not picking favorites. I randomly picked. It just happened to be Frederico. You guys, they're all the same. They're all the same paper. Frederico, you go in. You now go into the Rice Krispies bowl for the 4th time. For the 4th time. Bye. Let me say, let's do another random. Let me do another. If today was April 20th, here was who would win. The hopper gets a good mix. The hopper, every time I spin, it gets a good mix. All right. Every time I spin it, it gets a good mix. If today was the 20th and I was drawing winner here. Here is who would win. If today was the 20th, here is who would win. The winner of the Amalgam Age Omnibus is, if it was April 20th, it would be Carla Lex Andre Garcia. There you go. All right. Now Aaron says right now, put a random commenter in the bowl. Good. You guys are very bossy. Very bossy. All right, Tom, let's count down and let's get one of these ingrates put in. All right. A lot of complaining tonight. A lot of complaining. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Carl, you didn't win shit, Carla, but you could have. Today was April 20th. All right. I'm scrolling. Now I'm slow. I'm doing about medium speed. Medium speed scrolling. see who it's going to be. We're waiting for Tom. We're waiting for Tom. All right, now we're to the bottom. Uh-oh. Tom says, tonight's lucky rando, fresh from the express elevator marked down and still smoking from reentry, stumbles into the Rice Krispies cup of death from hell, where even the cereal is screaming louder than he is. Rigged, rigged, rigged. But more importantly, this person's name is Hassam, Hassam, who said riggedy, rig, rig, rig. How dare you? How dare you? I want to see you say it's rigged now. You just got entered, Hassam. Hassam Amama. All right, let me get Hassam in. Now, I think it's great that Hassam got in. But I'm now wondering who was so close to getting in? Who was so close? Hassam won it. But Los Master, Los Master. Sorry, buddy. And Comics and Tortillas. Comics and Tortillas. Oh, you were so close. I'm sorry. You didn't win shit. Sorry, buddy. You won nothing. You won nothing. Riggedy, rig, 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 rig. Love it. Ray, could we please stop asking people? Could we please stop asking people to come on? I'm sorry. Sorry, Tom. Sorry, Tom. I shouldn't. I apologize. Thunder. By the way, Aaron says, Ray, do you have the other books that have been won this week, or has your wife already packed them? Because I think I won another book a couple days ago. Yeah, those, I know that the last time books were packed was they went out on Wednesday. So if you won yesterday or today, your books have not been sent yet. But everything's sent before. My wife sent them out on when my wife sent them out, I think, on Thursday. So everything that was sent, that was won up to Wednesday, has been sent. Things that were won last night and tonight, those won't be sent till next week sometimes. I appreciate you trying to save us the shipping. I do appreciate that. And if you won last night, your books will be shipped together. No one's making it rain on poor Tom. Good Lord. Oh my God. All right. So we are now 9 days away, guys. 9 days away from the omnibus giveaway. Oh, and by the way, remember, when we get to 5,000 subscribers, we're giving away 3 omnibuses, which is insane. These are going to have to slow down. I mean, 3 omnibuses is just too much. I'm like a lunatic here. What is wrong with me? Like a lunacy. We will give away those 3 omnibuses when we get to 5,000. Where are we? I'm glad you asked. Right now, guys. Right now, subscribers, we are at 4,330 subscribers. So that's what, 670 subscribers away. 670 subscribers away from hitting 5,000. How cool is that? Wow. I got to tell you, man, that still freaks me out that we have so many subscribers. And how many members? How many members do we have? We're at 120 members. Good Lord. 120 members. Wow. That is fantastic. And you guys that commented on the panels video, thank you. Because I want to keep those comments and use them for future videos. LP left a good comment, and Gary left really good comments. I love those comments. They're great. They're great. Awesome. Some great comments. Is this it? Are we just about done? Hassam says 120. No, we're not rigging members. You have to become a member. Tom says it's been what, 2 weeks since you? Yeah, we hit 4,000. What, 2 or 3 weeks ago? That's not bad. So we've got. Yeah, I guess that's true. We got like 330. We got 330 people since. Wow. I guess I never think about that. It's amazing how quick this goes. Hassam says, in all seriousness, I really want that Hickman Secret Wars omnibus. Yeah. You guys got a comment. Everybody's got a comment. Did you comment on the CNT? No. CNT says 5,000 should be 500. How dare you? How dare you, CNT? No. The only way to win that is to comment. You had to comment on that 5,000 video, and there's still time. But here's the video, guys. All right, let me move these giveaways. I got to move these giveaways out of the way. All right, so the giveaway to the random commenter is Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars. For those that have never read this book, what the hell is wrong with you? This is one of the most amazing. This is one of the most amazing omnibuses ever written. This is truly an amazing omnibus. It's the culmination of Hickman's everything. It has to do with Dr. Doom. And he creates his own world. This is exceptional. This is exceptional. So this will be for the random commenter of the 5,000 video. All right. Now we have the second giveaway is for a member drawing. And when we hit 5,000, I will draw one member, and that member will win X-Men: The Hidden Years. This is amazing. This is John Byrne's X-Men: The Hidden Years omnibus. This is going to go to a random member, which will be a random hopper. So it would, for example, it would be like I would go to the hopper. Let's do a sample. I will go to the hopper. Now, if this was when we hit 5,000, the person whose name I drew would be the winner of the omnibus. So the winner of this omnibus would be if it were when we did the 5,000, but it's not. So this person. Oh. So this, let me grab another one too. This person could be the Phenomenal AC. But it's not, because Phenomenal AC didn't win shit. It could be Margin. Could be. But it's not. Margin. Oh. This could be Paolo. But it's not, because Paolo didn't win shit. Sorry. So that's what it could be, but it's not, guys. Sorry, Paolo. Sorry, Margin. And sorry, Phenomenal AC. And we're also going to do a random commenter on any of the streaming videos. I'm going to go to the streaming videos and pick a random commenter. The first thing I'm going to do is count the amount of streams we've had since in between 4,000 and 5,000. All right. Then I will pick a random number of the streams. Once I get to this random stream, I will then count the total amount of comments, and I would pick a randomly generated number from that. And that will be the person that wins the X-Force Volume 1 Omnibus. So everybody that's commenting on this show, you guys will be eligible to win this. Anybody. Anyone can be eligible to win this. All you got to do is comment on any of the streams, okay? These are the 3 books that are being given away when we hit the 5,000 stream, okay? Pretty cool. I mean, I got to be honest. I know I'm the one doing the giveaway, but it's pretty cool. I think ChubbyRay is a pretty good guy and does not deserve the abuse he gets from his community. I'll tell you that. Justin says, I was literally just looking at X-Force online earlier today. Wouldn't it be something if that's the comment that gets chosen? I think it'd be pretty funny. Yeah. So that's going to happen when we get to 5,000. When we get to 5,000, Aaron says, 5,000 is going to be here soon after. I hope. I'm shocked, dude. I'm shocked I ever hit it. To be honest, I am still shocked. I'm still shocked that I have even 1,000. I was shocked when I got to 100. I was shocked at 100. To me, was shocking. But Christina went and saw Jeff Dunham. Was that tonight? They couldn't have paid me to go to that shit. I'll tell you that. Comics and Tortilla. Thank you. Comics and Tortillas really kicking some butt now. Says, Ray, you're going to hit 100K. There's no way. Come on. There's no way. Tom says, Ray would think Jeff Dunham's very hillbilly. And Christina says, yes, it was a fantastic show. Well, I'm glad you had fun, Christina. Thunder says, how exactly do we abuse you? You've been saying I rigged contests. You don't think that's abusive? Come on. No, it's shocked. I was shocked we hit 100. I still can't believe I'm pushing 5,000. And there's no way it's going to hit 1,000. YouTube only has there's only a handful of channels that have, you know, that many viewers, that many subscribers. If I would get to 10,000, it would, 5,000 is going to shock me. 5,000 is going to shock me. 10,000 is unfathomable. It really is. It's truly unfathomable. But yeah, look at the giveaway. Look at the giveaway I'm doing for look at the giveaway I'm doing for 5,000. Imagine what I do for 10,000. Jesus. I'll tell you that. I can't imagine what I do. Oh well. And I do not how dare you? I don't deserve the abuse. All right, so it's almost 8 o'clock. Almost 8 o'clock. I want to thank everybody for checking me out tonight. Los Master says, keep up the good work and subscribers can be unlimited. Oh, thank you, man. Tuesday says, walk to the liquor store for drinks. I didn't win anything while I was gone, did I? If not, then I volunteer as your honorary giveaway winner. So Aaron says, at 100K, Ray is going to give away a Batmobile. That would be hysterical. If I could get a Batmobile, I would give it away. That would be funny. Yeah, I can't believe I'm at where we're at now. 5,000. I'm at 4,330, and it's still unfathomable to me. It really is. It is unfathomable to me. Hitting that number is unbelievable. But yeah, we should wrap this up. Wes, I will send, this is going to you. I will send a different paperback to Noah. All right. I want to thank you guys for joining tonight, for joining all week. You guys joined me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and tonight. And I appreciate it. I will be back Monday. I've got a stream Monday at 5 p.m. Central. Tuesday, we got Roundtable with guest B Solo. And that's the first roundtable. That's also going to be on TikTok as well as YouTube. And then Wednesday, ChubbyRay Comics Live. Friday and Saturday. All right. So we're going to do another full week next week, starting Monday. I thank all you guys. Let me say Tuesday, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thunder says, Ray, I love coming to these streams. It's always so fun. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I love that you guys come in here. I thank you so much. It's always a blast. And seriously, the support means everything to me. Make sure to subscribe. If you want to become a member, it is cool. Members get videos early. Although I haven't made the video for tomorrow. Haven't made it yet. So it just depends on how tired I am tonight. All right. Aaron says, you want us to watch here? No, watch here. Watching here is fine. Yeah, because the only comments I'll be able to take will be from here, because TikTok comics, I can't display TikTok comments. I can only display YouTube comments. So watch on YouTube and comment here. All right. And then I'm hoping B Soul will be the first person I'm getting. And then I'm trying to get Samantha's been here before. I'd love to get her on. I want to get some people that are TikTok only people. I'd love to get them on as well. But then we'll also try to get them on YouTube as well. All right. I'm just trying to expand the fan base for the roundtable. All right. Thank you so much for checking us out, and come back Monday. Come back Monday at 5 p.m. for ChubbyRay Comics Live. We'll have plenty of giveaways and more entries. We're 9 days away from giving away the first omnibus from Crooks and Bandits Comics. Crooks and Bandits Comics, guys. Giving away DC versus Marvel Amalgamage. And Adam, good luck to you, buddy. I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you soon, Adam. I don't know if you're checking us out tonight or not, but if you are, buddy, I'm have positive vibes going your way. And I will talk to you as soon as you are, as soon as you're done with whatever you're getting done. Remember, Crooks and Bandits Comics, guys. Order your comics there and make sure to use the code ChubbyRay Comics for $2 off each book. It is awesome. Crooks and Bandits means the world to me. That's where I order my books from. And if you guys order your books from there using my code, I get a thrill out of it because that means the world to me. It really does. I'm such an egomaniac, and I feel I feel like, although I'm really doing nothing, I feel like I'm doing something. So I do appreciate when you guys do that. All right, everybody. I'll see you Monday. Have a great rest of the weekend. Be safe, be happy, and be yourselves. And be a comic nerd like me. So long, guys. Love y'all. Except Thunder, who all he says is I